I want to share something with you. Yesterday I do a broadcast. The interviewer says to me, Prime Minister, could you tell us what your trial is about? So I did. And I was flooded with a deluge of responses of people who said, wow, we didn't know. So I thought I'd let you know too. I'm accused of receiving favorable press coverage from a second-rate internet site. In the 250 years of liberal democracy, no one has been accused of receiving favorable press coverage as a crime. That's the so-called bribe. Except when the trial progresses, as it did, it turns out that I didn't get favorable press coverage. I got unfavorable press coverage. I mean, the most hateful, antagonistic, negative press coverage you can imagine in Israel, and that's not an easy thing to achieve. So 2 years ago, the judges called the prosecution in and they said, drop the bribery charge. It doesn't hold. Just let's end this thing. Prosecution refused. Yeah, it's a political trial. And they're not interested in justice. They're interested in getting me out of office. So what's left? Well, they said this when they cross-examined me. They said, Prime Minister, 29 years ago, your son received a Bugs Bunny doll. So help me God, that's what they asked. You received a Bugs Bunny doll. From now on, this trial will be known as the Bugs Bunny trial. And you also received cigars from a friend. That's what I'm being charged with. Now, this is absurd. And of course, this trial is just going on and on and on. 6 years of bogus investigations on these idiotic charges. And the trial now has been going on for 4 years. And it's expected to go on for another 2 to 3 years. I have to go into trial. I got to sit down when I tell you this, okay? I have to go 3 times a week, 8 hours per day, to discuss this nonsense. Now, it's funny, it's comedic. I was in school, so it's farce. This farce is causing the country a lot. There are big things to do. There are peace treaties to get. The AI and other technologies that are amazing that could just change the Middle East, change the world. That's what we do best in Israel. I can't deal with that. So they asked for a pardon. I asked for a pardon. Okay? And we'll see if it comes out. But you wanted to know what this trial is about? This is what this trial is about. Bugs Bunny and cigars. Ridiculous.
The video Netanyahu released to the American people regarding his trial is full of lies. I'm a journalist covering Netanyahu's trial. Netanyahu is indicted on serious corruption charges, bribery, fraud, and breach of trust. Netanyahu knows that his legal situation is bad. The prosecution reveals daily that Netanyahu is lying and contradicting himself. Netanyahu knows that there is a real chance of conviction and prison time, and that is why he is attempting to evade his trial through what he calls a request for pardon, which is actually an illegal attempt to cancel his trial altogether. The trial has been dragging on for years, mainly because Netanyahu is causing delays. And when you see Netanyahu wave around a Bugs Bunny doll, don't fall for it. The trial is not about that. Netanyahu was charged for receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gifts when he was forbidden from accepting them as prime minister. He's also accused of providing regulatory benefits worth hundreds of millions of dollars to the owner of a news website who allowed him access to influence the site's content for his own benefit. Netanyahu is crushing democracy in Israel in order to evade his trial. Netanyahu knows very well he may spend the rest of his life in prison. And that is the real story behind this deceptive video.